making many albums over my career, which started in 1994. It took me a while to make my first album, though. I was forced into it by my label partner. So we ran a label, and I was releasing singles for a very long time. It's like, you really need to do an album. And this was in around 2006, 2005, 2006. He said, you really, really need to do an album. And I was like, oh, I can't make an album. Oh, no, it's just, it was this big thing that I had in my head, this huge, it's like I felt like my album had to be my magnum opus. And he was like, just stop. Don't take yourself so seriously, Michael. Just, you've got a load of singles. You can put some of them on it. Just get on with it. Anyway, what he ended up doing was booking a mastering session and also a launch party at the Ministry of Sound in London, massive club, a launch party at the Ministry of Sound on a particular date, which was way too early for me to finish it. I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, no, you're going to finish it by then. Anyway, didn't sleep for about a week. got it done. Slept in the mastering session. I mean, I literally remember cycling over the bridge from my studio, because I was in South London. So over the bridge to Putney, where the mastering, with in my backpack, the CD of the masters, not having slept, and then just gave the mastering engineer the CD. Fell asleep on the sofa, and actually woke up later on saying, "You've got to go to the Ministry of Sound." I was like, oh, somebody take me home so I can have a shower. So that was my first experience of finishing an album. And what I realized was that I made more progress in the finishing of that album, even though it was highly imperfect, all over the place. I listen back to it now, and of course I'm proud of doing it, but I'm not proud of everything on it. And I don't think you ever will be if you're growing as an artist. I realized that I had made more progress in completing that album than I had probably done, like in terms of distance, in terms of growth, in terms of how much better my music is, and also in terms of my career as well. I made more progress from completing that album than I probably did in the whole of the rest of my music career. So I've been doing it for about 10 or 11 years by then. I mean, what I've realized over the career is that I make the most progress when I'm actually completing a body of work. Whether I release that body of work as an album, or whether I release the body of work as singles, it doesn't really matter. That's a packaging question. The actual process of completing albums, and the great thing about albums is, as musicians, we understand what an album is, right? It's like, I get it, right? And it's a good length, 10 to 12 tracks, something like that. I don't like the really, really long ones that go on forever. And you're like, I'm much more into the kind of 10 to 12 track length. So that is an understandable amount to get done in a particular amount of time. It won't be a perfect album, not possible. It won't be fulfilling all of your wildest dreams. Let's just put that to one side for now. But what it will be is a method for you to get a bunch of music done, have a great time, start to understand something about yourself as an artist that you didn't before, and make stellar progress. Okay? So the way I see albums they're a method for you to grow, rather than you need to grow in order to make the perfect album. Wrong way around.